Brett. Nice to meet you. We spoke on the phone earlier. Thank you for coming in today. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
As we discussed, this will be a 10-minute session. Is that still okay?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
This is the confidentiality agreement form that we talked about on the phone. It summarises everything, such as the need for me to contact authorities if you disclose anything that could potentially harm yourself or other people. Feel free to read and sign if you understand everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. So is it alright if I take notes throughout the session?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So please, tell me why you've come in today.
Well, I think the main reason I'm here is I need to figure out and understand why my relationships seem to end in failure. I just had a relationship end on me with my ex-boyfriend Carl, and I don't really understand why it's happened, and I don't like the idea of going back to dating and building up a relationship with someone only to have it all sort of washed away. Like it seems pointless.
Yeah, I understand. That's unfortunate. So you feel as though you've never had a successful relationship, and you feel that dating is pointless unless it resolves in a long-term relationship. You've also gotten out of your relationship with Carl, and you don't understand what you've been doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Carl say anything as to why he left you?
Well, he did say that just the one thing that, we lacked chemistry, and of course he mentioned that, I'm always tired and I work too much.
And how much do you work?
Well, I have a pretty busy work life, so it's 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
I see. Do you agree with Carl that is too much?
Well, yeah, I do agree I am working a lot, but I'm mainly thinking of the future, and by staying at work and by earning that money, I can maintain my job security and everything I have, and I'd rather prefer doing that than being at the club every night.
I understand. You want money to feel secured for the future. From your desire to have a long-term relationship and to save money, I get the sense that you're worrying about your future. Am I on the right track?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, it's a hard topic, but yeah, okay.
It's alright. Take your time. Take a deep breath if that helps.
Yeah, now Carl's gone, I kind of don't know what the future holds, and when I'm alone, I worry that I'll stay alone and that I'll lose my job.
I see. I was wondering if you could please elaborate what you mean by worry.
Well, I have a lot of time to myself now, and I start feeling scared. My heart seems to race, and I feel that I'm unable to get the support that I need, and that the whole thing will end up me living on the street.
Wow, I see the future makes you very anxious. I was just wondering, how likely do you feel the chances of you becoming homeless are?
Well, now I don't have a partner, and my friend network doesn't extend further out than work. I feel that the thing that's keeping me safe is keeping my job and saving money just in case anything happens.
So you feel finding a partner, improving your friends circle, and maintaining your job security are your main goals at the moment?
Yeah.
Would you say they're equally important?
Oh, yeah, I'd say so.
I would like you to look at your current behaviours. What are you doing towards your goals?
Well, clearly I work a lot of the time, and I just try and get along with those who I work with and maintain that connection, and hope that I can keep that job for a long time.
Yeah, well, it definitely sounds like you have good job security. What about your other goals? How are you meeting potential friends or partners?
Well, obviously, I spend some time at work, and outside of that, I don't get out much. I go to the gym, and I don't push for relationships that happen. That's where I met Carl, and they sort of just happen.
Okay. I know you spend a lot of time working, but how much time do you actually dedicate to these goals? Other goals?
Well, not a lot of time. I'm not so much, after it's just ended, looking for a relationship.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. When you were in a relationship with Carl, how much time did you spend with him?
Well, I'm at work 6 days, and I often, I always get that other day off. But sometimes I'd be called back in, and when I did come to see Carl as much as I could, that I was often too tired, and that's what he'd complain of.
Do you feel there is an imbalance between the amount of time you spend working? Oh, sorry. Do you think there's Sorry, I've just lost my notes. Do you feel that there is an imbalance between the amount of time that you spend on each goal?
Yeah, I feel that definitely it's an imbalance towards me spending time finding work than finding a partner.
Okay. And do you think this is affecting your ability to find and keep a partner?
Well, yeah, I was too busy working and never had enough time for him, and that really affected the relationship, it would seem.
Yeah, I understand. Do you think that maybe you could cut down on the amount of overtime you do so that you have more time to work on your relationships?
Uh, yeah, like, I don't think I'd be comfortable asking for it, but yeah, I could try.
Based on your voice and body language, I feel like you seem unsure about this.
Well, you know how it is. I've got a pretty, decent high flying job, and I don't think I'd be comfortable asking my boss to have the time off for fear of losing it.
I understand. You're nervous about your job security, and cutting back on hours may make it seem less secure.
Yeah.
Would you feel more comfortable about asking your boss or talking to your boss about cutting back on hours?
Well, yeah, I guess if I approach him the right way, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah. Is there any other way that you are? Is there any other way that you could meet more people?
Well, I could try and spend more time at the gym. I don't get out very much, and I could make an effort to actually speak to people.
Yeah. That's good that you go to the gym, and that's a good idea. Would you also be open to creating a dating profile? It wouldn't take up much time.
Yeah, I don't think it's my sort of thing.
That's okay, you don't have to do it. It was just a suggestion. Do you want to talk about why this is a concern for you?
Well, mainly it's because I don't like the idea of putting myself out there online and being so easily able to be rejected, and yeah, I just don't like that idea.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Many people don't like that feeling of being rejected. Do you want to talk me though through the worst case scenario of you being rejected?
Oh, it's not that serious. It's just I get embarrassed that someone that I perhaps liked and thought we had something going didn't like me, or decided they changed their mind, and then afterwards I just feel a bit hurt and upset once it had all sort of moved on.
I think you are stronger than you realise. Instead of giving up after Carl broke up with you, you have come here trying to get help to get another relationship. This demonstrates to me that you are willing to try despite the pain and embarrassment.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's why I'm here.
I'd like you to tell yourself that it is okay to be rejected.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's okay if I get rejected.
Do you want to try again, but this time with a bit more confidence?
Yeah, yeah. It's okay if I get rejected, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe you can practice that, and then the more you say it, the more comfortable you feel. Would you be able to practice it maybe a couple of times a week?
Yeah, I can do that.
That's good. Maybe you could also just have a look at dating sites just to see if it is or isn't for you as well.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that much time left, so let's recap of what we've covered so far. So you've come here today to improve your relationship skills since you and Carl didn't work out. Work is very important to you, and your work, and you like to work to ensure you have job security.
Mm-hmm.
You fear that if you have fear of the future, especially you fear losing your job and having no social support and ending up homeless. Your work is taking over. You're working more than working on a relationship, and this may explain why your past relationships haven't worked out. You worry about your rejection, but are working towards. You worry about rejection, but we're working towards it being acceptable to you.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah. All right. And your goals. Are you coming to the next session?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's look at the goals for between now and your next session. The first is you wanted to talk to your boss.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to meet people at the gym.
Yep.
And you wanted to tell yourself it's okay if you're rejected.
Yep.
And you might have a look at a dating site if you feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
Alright, well, I'll write these goals down and yeah, we'll look at it next time.
Yep.
Might also look at maybe some management plans and some relaxation techniques so you can manage this fear of yours.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you so much for coming and yeah, I'll see you next week.
Thanks.